What is up, guys? This is Rich with Red Phone Video here, and I'm here to do another unboxing video for Vinegar Syndrome. I just got this package in. I don't know what the hell's in it. Actually, I think I do. But I did an unboxing video recently for Vinegar Syndrome, and it was mainly just their partner label stuff. So this should actually be the subscription package with Killer Condom in it. Holy shit. So I'm looking forward to getting into that, because Killer Condom is a movie I've heard about for the past 20 years. It's a trauma movie. I've never seen it, but I've been curious about it. Me and a buddy have always talked about it, and it's just legendary. So I hope it's good. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it, because I don't want to waste any more time. I'm curious to know what this. I'm curious to check out what this Killer Condom 4K is all about. All right, guys, here we go. Here's the box, Vinegar Syndrome box, and I got the knife all ready to go. So gotta be careful not to fuck the movies up, because I've definitely done that before. I try not to be stupid about it nowadays. So I'm not gonna be real careless on this. I'm gonna try not to cut my goddamn finger off too. Let's get rid of that son of a bitch. All right, I'm going to start with this first stack here. And let's see. I guess I'm going to start out with the Killer Condom, which is right on top here. And look at that bad boy. There's the slip jacket. It's one of those side loaders. I forget what you call these, but I mean, they're slip covers. Then you have another slip cover. Holy shit. Look at that cover, though. And yeah, I don't really know much about Killer Condom. I've heard the name over the years, and in the late 90s, me and my buddy really wanted to see this movie because we saw like trailers for it. And if you collected like trauma films back in the day, you probably saw this trailer a lot. But yeah, there is the cover for that. A lot of cover art on this damn thing. One last look at that. Slip it back in there. That's what she said. God, I suck at this. Jesus. Alright, Killer Condom. The next one is the Cardona Collection. And honestly, like, I've heard of Cardona. I've definitely heard of this filmmaker. He's like the Mexican Roger Corman, pretty much. And let's see, let's get a look at that cover. The Cardona Collection. So that's pretty badass. Look at the back there. Is that titty? I can't tell. You guys tell me. I'm trying to remember his, Rene Cardona Jr. Yeah, so I haven't seen, like, any of his films, really. I think I've seen Under Siege. Not the Steven Seagal movie, obviously. But, Rene Cardona Jr., he made a movie called Under Siege in the early 80s. I want to say I've seen that one, if memory serves me correctly, but I don't remember it. But, yeah, that is, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 films on here, I believe. This came with the subscription, the Vinegar Syndrome subscription, so obviously I didn't buy this by choice. I mean, I probably won't watch them anytime soon, but it's cool. And it's volume 2. It's volume 2. I didn't even know there was a volume 1. But yeah, cool packaging. I mean, that's pretty rad. I'll give you guys one last look at that. So we have Amazon Jail 1 and 2. I mean, what the hell is this crap? Like, seriously, this might be good, but again, this came with the subscription. Look at that. Look at the back cover of that. It's got some hot chicks on the back. And I think this is about some like white slaves in the jungle. I'm not sure. You know, but God, it looks terrible. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think that's the same artwork. Yep. Pretty sure. Yep. And yeah, this is directed by Oswaldo de Oliveira. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce that. But yeah, this is about some slaves in the Amazon. Honestly, I might just sell this bitch on eBay. But I mean, it looks like some cheesy exploitative stuff that I might be into if I'm really high or something. But yeah, Amazon Jail 1 and 2. That's that one. Now this one came through one of the partner labels. Now I bought this one by choice because this one interested me. It's called the Cataclysm. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Yeah, the Cataclysm. So this film, it's a film by Todd Rohal, but it's got Stevie in it, Steve Little, and so that interested me right away. Um, like I saw this and saw that it was like a Sundance selection. It played at South by Southwest. You know, David Gordon Green and Danny McBride and Jody Hill. You know, the guys who created Eastbound and Down basically, which Steve Little was a part of course. Played Stevie on the show. In case you guys don't remember that. Yeah, I was interested in this movie because it seems like it's kind of a dark comedy. He plays like a priest, I believe, who drops his Bible in the toilet or something, and then he goes on like a canoeing trip with somebody, and all hell breaks loose. And in the I don't know. I've never seen it, but if David Gordon Green is behind it, I'm probably gonna like it. I give David Gordon Green a lot of shit for like his new Halloween films, and now he's doing like the Exorcist films and all that. But David Gordon Green is an artist. He's done some really good indie dramas. I've been following his career ever since the movie George Washington, so I'm definitely curious to check this one out soon. So yeah, Stevie, stack number 2. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it looks like the first one in the stack. We have a film called Monument, and let's see, Tower and a Bright Day. I don't know if this is 3 films or 2 films, but this was released by Yellow Veil Pictures, and they've put out. I think I have like all of their releases so far. Yellow Veil. They put out some good indie films. Now this one I was kind of interested in because it's obviously got what's her name in it, Brooke Adams from the Dead Zone, and she was in the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Shockwaves. She's a good actress. Really, always enjoyed watching her. But this one, it's called Vengeance Is Mine. I'll give you guys a look at the slipcover there. So basically, I think this was a TV movie. It was directed by Michael Romer. There's the cover there. And honestly, I don't know much about this one. I think it's because it played on TV, obviously. But it's also got the woman, Trish Van Devere. She used to be married to George C. Scott, I think. Returning to her East Coast childhood home to heal old familial wounds, Jo finds her adoptive mother withdrawn and distant, and a half sister who has successfully escaped the cold clutches of their family. Impulsively, Jo enters into the troubled life of the neighbors, befriending a couple whose marriage is collapsing under the weight of alcoholism and mental illness. Yeah, and it says that this film was recently discovered after being unseen for nearly 40 years. Okay, so that's why I haven't seen it. But yeah, they unearthed this bad boy, and Brooke Adams is an underrated actress. I don't even remember the last thing she was in, honestly. She may be retired from acting now. But yeah, early 80s melodrama, it sounds like. So I'm curious to check that one out pretty soon. This one right here, now I was really interested in this one. Give Me Pity. Look at that cover. Cool slip. Let's take it out of the slip and I'll show you. Yeah, that looks cool. So this one was interesting because this one played at Fantasia, and a very neon, very psychedelic ride into the dark side of showbiz. So from what I was reading about it, like I'll just give you guys a brief description, then we'll move on. Let's see. Sissy St. Clair graces the small screen for her first ever television special, an evening full of music and laughter, glamour and entertainment. But Sissy's live event quickly begins to curdle into a psychedelic nightmare of vanity. Oh, and insecurity and delusional ambition, provoked by the glowering presence of a mysterious masked man. Holy shit, yeah. That's what I remember. I remember reading the synopsis on Vinegar Syndrome's website. And yeah, I immediately had to pick this one up because it just sounded kind of gnarly. But yeah, Give Me Pity. It sounds good. I might watch this one tonight. Anyway, last one in the pile. This one right here, Headless Horror. That's not called Headless Horror. Hang on, what is this? Yeah, Death in Brunswick. Yeah, this was released by Umbrella. Umbrella, if you can see that, the Australian partner label. But Sam Neill's in this movie, so immediately that was a pickup right there. I was sold when I saw Sam Neill's name, but he decided to clean up his act. But first he has to get rid of the body. I don't know much about this one. Never seen it. This was after Sam Neill had been in Dead Calm, and it was obviously right before Jurassic Park too. I think this was like early 90s for him. I think 91. Yeah, Death in Brunswick though. He plays like a cook at some bar, some tavern, I think. And then he falls in love with a barmaid, and the barmaid is like, she's engaged to the nightclub owner. And so, I don't know, he gets involved in like a world of drugs and violence. It sounds cool. It sounds like a good little gritty action thriller, you know. So yeah, anything with Sam Neill, I'm sold. Like Possession, holy shit. If you guys have not seen Possession, that is Sam Neill, you know, well, I can't give all the credit to Sam Neill in Possession. Isabella Gianni, like, she steals that movie. But Sam Neill's good in it too. But anyway, and that is the last one in the pile, guys. I thought that I'd picked up a movie called Guest House Paradiso, which was, I thought it was part of the monthly package, but it's not. Apparently it's not included in the subscription, so I'm gonna have to pick that one up too, because it had Rick Mayall in it from Drop Dead Fred. So I was actually anticipating that one being in the stack, but it wasn't. So, but that's it, guys. That is all. That is it for the Vinegar Syndrome unboxing for this month anyway. Now, I'll probably have some awesome stuff coming in next month to show off, but that is it for now. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to stab the like button. I appreciate you guys tuning in. You've been listening to Rich with Red Phone Video, and I will catch you next time.